Hi guys, I feel like I haven't been on YouTube forever, but I'm coming back and I've got a friend here. His name is Chauncey. So he would like to start learning how to do regular makeup.
Right.
You said that you know how to do drag.
I know how to do drag makeup, but it's more dramatic. It's less daytime.
Right.
And more like nighttime, like stage, you know.
Right, and you want to do like everyday, like nice,
exactly.
I'm just going to work type of looks.
Yeah. And
not like over the top crazy stuff. So I'm going to try to show him how to do it the way I would do my own makeup. I think that it's going to work out really well. So what I normally start with is like a facial cream and stuff like that. Have you already moisturized and all that stuff on your face? Mm-hmm. Okay, great, because that's what you always want to start with. Okay. And then what I'll do is I'll take something like this, which is Smashbox, just like a primer water, and I'll spray it on my face, and it just kind of helps set your face for the day. So we're gonna go ahead and start with your eyes first. Okay. You're gonna always want to use an eye primer just to help your eyeshadow stay. Only because, like most people, like myself, I have oily lids. I have oily skin. So my lids will get oily throughout the day, and it'll just make my eyeshadow and eyeliner and everything just kind of go all over the place. And you just put a little bit on your finger, just like that. And you're gonna rub it in both of your fingers, like this, and then put it on both of your eyes. And just make sure that you cover your whole lid with it. Now, this is what this is for too. If you want to use that, you can, to like rub it in.
Okay.
But if your fingers are fine, then you can just use your fingers. It's not a big deal. And like I said, the primer is just to set the eye primer or the eyeshadow. That way you're not having, if you have oily eyelids like I do.
I don't know what my eyelids are, to be honest. Because my skin has changed since I moved out here. Like, I used to have such like bad skin. Like really bad skin. When I was in Texas, which is weird because it's drier here. So, like, I don't know. I don't break out as much. I don't have as much neck bumps, which are disgusting.
Really? Here? You mean like here in Wyoming?
Here.
Oh, that's good. All right. So after you set your primer, you're going to want to go ahead and pick the eyeshadow that you want. All right. So basically, you're going to go ahead and take a brush. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to start working on our eyes. Okay. So how do you feel about your eyes? Do you feel like they're light enough, or do you want to do something lighter on your eyes to make it more pop out a little bit more? Because I do have like a MAC paint pot. I'll have you just dip that. Yeah, there you go. We're going to dip it and then just go over your eyelid. Okay. Okay.
Like just the base here? Or
yeah, just the base of your eyelid. Like the whole thing. Wherever you think you're going to be putting your eyeshadow. And then just like blend it in. And you can use that for both eyes. There's enough there for both eyes. And that's just going to lighten the area for you so that it looks like, whatever color you want to use might pop out a little bit more. Okay. Since you do a little bit darker skin.
Look, I think I put way too much over.
Let's see. Let me see. Look up. And then this here, you can just flip it around. And then just go ahead and blend it out. Okay, cool. Okay, so now that you got that, I don't really need it because I have like really light eyes. I will put it on if I'm doing something like really colorful. Okay. Like, or something that I really want to be like, like bright,
like
like when
like butterflies.
Like if I'm gonna like go to a party or something like that, like a Christmas party or something like that, I will do like, it'll take me an hour to get ready.
See, and that's what I'm trying to get. Because right now it takes me like 5 minutes and I'll be looking chalky.
Right. Alright, so okay, now we're going to go ahead and go in with our colors. So what I would do with my eyes is I'm going to take a brush like this, like a flat brush. See how it's like flat on both sides? And that's a nice brush to get like right into the crease. Okay. And it will also, so see how it's like flat like that? So you can go right into the crease with it on the flat side. And then when you're ready to blend, you can just flip it to this side and blend it, and it blends out really, really well. Okay. Does that make sense?
It does.
Yeah. Okay. So what I would do is I'm going to go with a dark color. Okay. So I'm going to start with this one here. Okay. And you can start with whichever one you want. And I'm going to use that as my crease.
Oh, as your crease color? Oh, crap. Okay. Oh, that's the same color as my skin. That's dumb.
And that's why we put that lighter base, so that you can use whatever you want. You can use the pinks, you can use whatever you want.
Oh, okay, bet.
Yeah, you don't have to. I'm just going to use this color because this is the color I want to use. Okay. You can use anything. And basically, you don't have to rub it. You just got to tap. Okay? That's what you want to do. And then you want to do this. You want to tap that shit off there. Okay? Because if you get too much, then it's going to look crazy. You're not
Somebody told me blowing was bad.
Don't blow. No? No. Okay. You always want to tap. All right, so basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to start right here where my crease is. Okay. And I'm going to start just blending that out. Okay. Okay, you see what I mean? You want me to show you? You got it?
Like that?
Yeah. Just start blending that out. and blend it all the way out to the edge. And if you need more, get more.
Okay.
How does that look?
I feel like I did it wrong.
Nope, you did it right.
Did I?
Yeah, you just gotta build it. And then as you get where you want it, then you flip your brush over.
And then like this way?
Yeah, like that. And then you just do it so it goes up higher and kind of fades out, if that makes sense.
That makes sense, yeah. Okay.
How's that working?
I think so. I think good. I just can't even... Are my eyes too big or something?
No, your eyes are fine. Yeah, you're fine.
Okay. Let me see.
You have really nice eyes, actually.
Thank you. I get them from my mama. I think maybe my daddy. He cute too.
How does that feel? And you just keep on building the color. So the more color you put, the more it's going to. And this is a black-owned brand, so the colors are really saturated.
Juvia.
Yeah.
Is that how you say it?
Juvia's, yeah. So the colors are pretty saturated. They should work out really well for you.
I used to watch my mama do this for hours, and I still didn't learn nothing.
Did she let you try it, or she didn't? No.
If she caught me playing on her makeup, she'd have threw something at me.
So let me look at your eyes. Look at me straight. So your eyes are a little hooded.
Okay.
Okay. So what we want to do with this, let me see, which color are you using?
This
one, yeah. Okay. You want to go up just a little bit higher than what you normally would.
Okay.
Okay. Just so that you can actually see it when your eyes are open.
Okay.
See, look what I just did. Can you see the difference?
That makes sense. That's better. A whole lot better. Okay.
So you do want to start in the center, but bring it up. Just keep on building it up, and then keep on building it up so that you can see it there, okay?
Okay.
Okay? And that's what the brush is for. Just keep on going back and forth. Now, when you watch tutorials on YouTube, they go so quick.
Right.
But believe me, when we edit this stuff, we edit it down so much.
Oh,
to you know, so you can't see how much we're actually blending.
Right.
You can blend for hours sometimes to get what you want. I mean, not little hours, but you know what I mean. Like,
but that makes more sense, because I'm like, how did y'all get that? And I'm like,
right. You just it's going to be a long, a long process of building, keep on going from one to the next, and until you get where you want it to be.
Okay.
Now, when I'm going to work, I don't take that long. I'm really messy when I'm going to work. I literally work behind a desk and I can give a shit.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
But when I want to look nice and stuff like that, then I'll take my time, and it does take a little bit more time. And I'm sure you want to learn how to do it the nice way. So
I do that way, like, on days where I do have the time.
Right.
I can look nice.
And it's just, practice.
Right.
The more you do it, the more comfortable you're going to get with it. You also want to continue to start doing both eyes, okay?
Oh, girl.
Yeah, because you have two eyes. Right. So you want to, you want to do both. And then that way, as you're working, you can see, that they're matching up, if that makes sense.
Right.
So I'm sure my friends here at YouTube would like to know. What makes you want to put on makeup? Like, what makes you want to do what we're doing right now?
Sabrina. So my life was very, I won't say structured, but I was raised Southern Baptist.
So religious.
And so it was a point. It came to a point in my life to where everything I did was too gay. I wanted to do hair that was too gay. I wanted to sing that was impractical and too gay. I wanted to, like, all of these things I wanted to do, like, that I thought were interesting.
Right.
I was pretty much told it was wrong and it was a sin and it was blah, 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 blah. And so I'm 28 years old. I'll be 29 on the 19th of March. So here in the next couple of weeks. And I just want to, live more authentically. You know, I identify as non-binary now. And
what exactly is that?
Basically, I don't, gender non-conformant, gender fluid, non-binary. I don't see myself fitting into one
Like you're not a man,
gender
you're not
box.
a woman.
Because I don't dress like a traditional, masculine, whatever the hell, man would.
Right.
But sometimes I do.
Right.
And I do like to work on cars. I do like to hunt. I do like to do those things. But I like to wear makeup and I like to dance and I like to sing and dress up and do those things too. So that just makes that in my book. I don't know what everyone else, says or anything like that, but in my book, that it's easier for me to identify as non-binary, gender fluid, non-conformative if I can, the way I live my life.
Right. So I guess I have a question. Because I grew up with like a gay father. When I was growing up with my dad, there wasn't like this whole, like gay, would you say non-binary?
Non-binary.
Yeah, this is just newer to us, especially people my age, in my 40s. So like what's the difference between just living your life and having to have a pronoun for it? Like what's the meaning of that? I guess I want to know.
So to be honest, I have friends who are very like you will call me by my proper pronoun.
Yeah, I know that. I've noticed that with people. They're really strict about it.
And I have friends more like me who I'm not gonna stress about it just because at the end of the day, like I switch between the two on a daily basis.
Right.
Some people literally like body dysmorphia is a thing.
Right.
For the longest, I didn't like.
No, I understand that. Yeah,
my body.
I had an eating disorder growing up. Like I had a major eating disorder growing up. So I totally understand that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I still have problems. Like when I diet and stuff like that, I have to make sure I don't get too crazy when I diet because I can totally throw myself back into the position where I was when I was younger and had an eating disorder and would eat and then throw up. And,
absolutely.
So I have to make sure I don't do certain things. So I can't get too crazy with stuff. So I understand the whole body dysmorphia thing. But I guess I don't understand like needing to have like a... Because we're just people. You know what I mean? So why does it matter? I guess is what I'm trying to get at. Like what
I'll say
does it
like
matter
this.
just to you because it just makes you feel better, or I guess.
To be honest, I think it's all about comfort level and confidence and living in your own truth. Like for a lot of people, it's different. I don't want to name drop, but I have a friend who they are biologically female. I have two friends, biologically female. One of them identifies as non-binary because they literally like on a daily basis just switch. Sometimes they're wearing heels and sometimes they're wearing rugged jeans, you know. It's just the different haircuts, the androgyny of it all pretty much is what it is for them. And then I have another friend who is like my yin, like I call them my yin to like my yang, the yang or whatever. And it's because but they don't mind, they don't care. Like they don't force people to do it, not force people to do it, but they don't try to educate people on it because they just don't want to fight with people. They don't want to.
I feel like the world needs more education on it.
I agree.
Only because, like I said, like I grew up around gay men. I didn't really grow up around. Yeah, but no, we grew up around a lot of gay men. Oh yeah. It wasn't just my dad and Sammy. Yeah. It was a lot of gay. My dad had a lot of gay friends, and they always came over. They always partied at the house. We grew up around them. All the gay men in my life were like dads to me.
Oh yeah.
But I didn't grow up around men that dress like women and stuff like that. That's really new to me. So I guess a lot of people out there are trying to understand like what happened, like what.
See, and that's why I love you guys so much. It's because you guys are the first like group of people that I've like come into contact with and like actually been lucky to call family.
Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take this one, okay?
Okay.
And I want you to take this one off top that and kind of start buffing it out.
Okay.
Okay, so I know we're having a conversation. But,
yeah.
So the reason for doing this, going from darker to light, is just to make it kind of look like steps up, but within a gradual way, and then just kind of blends those edges out a little. Okay. So when you go in there, don't stab at it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All you got to do is just barely, because they're pretty good. See?
It explains why. Because like a lot of my friends used to have broken up.
Yeah. You don't need to dig at it.
So bad.
So now you're gonna go. Yeah.
So up here, and then do I do sideways?
Let me show you. Look at me. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll just take it and we'll just start just buffing it out.
Okay.
Just like this. Just buff, 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 buff. And can you kind of feel what I'm doing there? So I always go right here and just kind of go like this.
Okay.
That way it just kind of brings everything together.
Okay.
Okay? Now look in the mirror and see what I did there. Can you kind of see it?
Yeah.
It's very subtle, but it's there.
See, I thought that was going to be a lot crazier than, I'm glad.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And I'll do the same thing here with a lighter color. I'll just grab this color here and then start buffing it out.
Okay.
Okay. So back to what we were saying.
What were we saying? Yeah, so, you guys, like, all of the, like Carmen, Isaac, all of them, like, they're just much more understanding and, like, accepting than anyone else that I've ever, and it's because, like, y'all raised them with, you know, they were raised with Papo and Sammy and all these other people, and they had these, I feel like more people, if more people had, like, and that's the thing that a lot of people that I don't like, I guess, in the generation nowadays, everybody's saying, oh, well, don't bring gay around my kids. Don't bring that around my kids. It's like, I've got two.
Right.
You know, and so, like, it's a situation to where exposing your kids to different walks of life doesn't influence them. It just makes them less bigot.
Absolutely.
You know?
No, absolutely.
You know?
100%. I agree with that 100%.
There are fully heterosexual men in your family that are not that are confident in who they are as straight men and do not bully or, you know,
they don't
belittle.
care. You're just human. They don't care. Yeah. But I've always, like, myself and my sister, we've always raised our kids that way.
I don't know what I did. I did that wrong.
What'd you do?
I don't know. I think I did it wrong. Am I doing it wrong?
Let me see. Okay, so you got a little bit too much.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is just take a clean brush.
Okay.
Okay? So you can just grab this clean brush.
Okay.
And then we're going to go ahead and just buff it out.
Okay.
Okay? That's what we always keep a clean brush around for. Just, if it's too much, you just buff it out.
Okay.
And you don't need too much of that one. Mm-hmm. So you could go ahead and move on to the next eye. Okay. And start just doing that. And it's very subtle. You don't need very much.
Okay.
Did that rough it out for you?
Yeah, I think that's better.
And this is your clean brush to buff with, okay? And then you can take this and just wipe it off whenever you need to.
But I like the fact to call them friend and, you know, family is different because I've always had to. They're the first people I haven't had to explain myself to. It gets tiring having to.
You mean our family?
Yeah.
We can clean that off. It's not a problem.
This right here, right?
Yep, we can clean it off. That's a good thing about makeup and not putting it on your foundation first. Mm-hmm. Anything you don't like, you can always clean off.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? I think because the way we raised our kids and the way Linda raised her kids, you know, and the way that we were brought up to not judge anybody, which is, you know, how we raised our kids. Like, right. I always, like, even when the kids would talk about kids getting bullied at school, I was like, you better not be a part of that, you know? Right. It's always been, you know, you always respect people, you know, regardless of what they say. You may not always agree with them, but you gotta respect.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Okay,
you know,
so I think that's good.
Yeah, I think
where you're at is good.
Yeah, I was gonna.
And then you can always take this again, and then just go over both sides and just, you know, buff it out even more, but without any product. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's what you always want to have a clean brush for, to always just take it and be like, okay, so I don't like those sharp edges, but I don't want to add any more product, so I'm just gonna buff it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
That work?
Yeah, absolutely.
What do you think about that? I think that looks really nice. I like it. I think it looks really nice. I like it. Okay, so normally what I would do is take a lighter color on the inside, which will just kind of pop out, on the inside of your eye here, which will just kind of pop the eye out a little bit. So pick a color that you think that you might like, or if you don't want to use something from here, we can always use it for something from something else. Okay. Those two Makeup Geek palettes, those are in the color ranges that you're using right now. Okay. I'll do one and then I'll let you do the other, okay? So you can either do a cut crease, but that's over the top, okay? Cut creases are for like nighttime stuff, or you can do it for work. It's not a problem. A lot of people do, but this is something that you want to do just subtle. Okay. So we're going to take this, and we're just going to run it across here. And then I'm going to go ahead and take this one here. Okay. So I went from this one to this one. Okay. And I'm going to blend this one in on the edge here, okay? Okay, we'll take this other palette, this one here. So we'll take both of them, okay? Just go back and forth like this. And we're going to blend these in together, okay? And it's just going to be here at the edge. Okay? Let's see. Okay, tell me if you like that.
That is weird, crazy. I like it.
Do you want it to be lighter, or do you like it the way it is?
No, I think that's cute. I like it.
Okay. What do you think?
Yeah, I like that. It's
not. It's not over over the top or anything
No,
like that. It's just like everyday type stuff, right?
Yeah.
Right? And if you wanted to go lighter, you could.
Okay.
But, you know, you can always just grab this one here that's in here.
Right.
And you know, see what that does to it. It might add a little bit more peach, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Did that do anything?
It popped a little bit more. I like that. I think it's cute.
But you can mix and match, okay? All right. Okay, so now I would go ahead and do my foundation.
Okay.
What I would do is pump it onto the brush. Okay. What you're going to use. Just one. Yeah, there we go. You don't need a lot. Okay. Normally, when I put foundation on, I use one pump. One. Okay. And then I'll just dab it where you're going to put it. So dab everywhere on your face that you're going to put it. Both sides. Because we're just using one pump for both sides. Well, you used to, but that's okay. Okay? And then just start buffing it in. Right. Mm-hmm. Now, you don't have to do it that way. You can take the brush and you can go like this, you know, whatever you want. Whatever works for you, but get it in your skin, if that makes sense. And I'm just going to use the It Cosmetics foundation powder brush. Okay. Because this is what I would use for work. Okay. It's a very light, you know.
So fancy looking.
I guess. But it takes me 15 minutes, maybe 10 minutes to get ready for work in the morning after I get my makeup, with all my makeup and stuff like that. I don't take that much of a long time. My brows take me the longest in the morning to get ready.
I think that's for everybody though, to be honest, because these eyebrows
are the worst, you know.
If you don't know what you're doing, it's hard to learn.
And the worst part for me about makeup is taking it off at night.
You forget?
No, I never forget to take my makeup off. But I don't like to do it. Right. It's so tedious. You know what I mean? Oh yeah. You have to take off first. You have to take off your eyeshadow and your mascara, and then because I have a special thing for that, and then I take off the rest of my makeup. Then I have to go in with all of my skincare, and it takes me an hour to get my shit off my face.
That's a lot.
But I'm old.
Is it
So I need to use like the retinols and all that stuff. You know. Right. I have to do that every night, and the same thing in the morning. Like before I put makeup on, I put all kinds of stuff in my face too.
Okay. And see, I use a night mask. Like before I came over here, I washed my face, obviously, really good. And then I did like a collagen mask. Yeah. I did that, and then like I just moisturized and put like a base, like serum. Right. Okay, so now that you've got the foundation on, now you can take your blender and go in and just kind of start removing some of that. Okay. So what I would do is take the bouncy side. This side. The bouncy side, yeah. And start, you know, making sure that everything's blended around your nose, around your eyes, you know, and just start removing some of that excess because you don't need it all. You know what I mean? Like that?
And you don't have to be gentle. You know, you could just take it and just really, you know, go in there. I'm not going to because I used powder, so... You know, and just make sure that everything's really blended really nicely. And that's how you get that flawless look. You start off with the brush, and then you go in with the bouncer.
That makes sense. Because
now you're pushing it into your skin. Right. You're making it a part of your skin, if that makes sense.
And it's not just sitting on there.
Yeah.
Looks a lot better than what I did the other day.
I think it looks really nice. You almost want it to look like you don't have the makeup on.
Right. Exactly.
But you do have it on. Right. You know you have it on because you have your eyeshadow and stuff like that. But everything else, and honestly, the eyeshadow doesn't look so over the top. Like if somebody was to look at you, they'd be like, "I think he has makeup on, but I'm not sure." You know what I mean? Right. Because it's not so over the top. It just looks kind of really pretty on your face. You know? Okay, so now that you have that, we're still going to take that wet sponge, okay? And we're going to start doing our contour.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so what I would do, and I'm going to use this here, okay? I normally use it with the brush. You can do a brush if you want to, if it's easier, but you can do the wet sponge too if you want to.
This one?
So, yeah.
This one?
You can...
Okay.
The wet sponge. Okay. So whichever you want. So what I would do is I would take the lighter ones, okay? And really, now you got to dig into it, okay? Okay. Yep. The lighter ones. So because you're no. I'm going to use those ones because I'm lighter. You're going to use these ones because
these two.
I would say either this one or this one because you have darker skin than I do. Okay. So I would say maybe the oranger one because that's going to
be by itself.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, and if maybe do the dip, if that makes sense. Okay. There you go. Okay, and so what we're gonna do is just pounce it like this, okay?
Like that?
Yeah, let me see.
Not too much.
Nope, a little bit. They're okay. I'm gonna go back on this one here. Now, the good thing about if you use too much, you can always spray your face and it'll take it away.
Okay. With the setting spray?
So now we're just lightening up your face, okay?
Okay.
In certain areas. Just lightening it up. But we're doing it subtly. Okay, now we're gonna take it here. We're gonna just let that sit there for a little bit. Okay? What do you think?
I look like I'm ready for a concert.
We are gonna take our fluffy brush after a minute and we're gonna take that away.
This
okay?
one here?
The fluffy one. This one would be this one here.
The fluffy?
The fluffy one. Okay. This is a blush brush.
Okay.
Okay. So remember, pink is blush.
Pink is blush.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay. But you can use these brushes for anything. You don't have to, just because I'm saying it's a blush brush.
I was about to say, because I don't know what they obviously they all look different and you use different sizes for whatever the hell.
Right.
But
Whatever
at the
fits
same
your
time,
face.
I see people using big ass sponges for. I'm like,
Yep, I have them. I have them over here.
Really? See, that's cool.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can use whatever you want to. It's just you just gotta get comfortable with what you're doing. Okay. All right. So what do you think so far? What do you think?
I think it's coming along really well. To be honest.
Okay, so now we're gonna start the contour portion of it. You can either do contour first or you can do bronze first and then contour after. Okay. Okay. When I'm in a rush, I do the contour or the bronze first and then I go back and I do the what's called. So I'm just gonna take these ones and just do this. We're just gonna lightly dab it. Okay, lightly.
Was that heavy? Did I do? Oh.
There. Okay. It's on there. You see that's on there. Okay. Always dab. And remember, where you place the brush, it's going to be the darkest, okay?
Right.
So what we're going to do, you don't have a very big forehead, but I always do my forehead anyways because it just makes you look like you've been out in the sun. So what we're going to do is just go, you know. Okay. Just go over your forehead, you know. And then go over your cheeks like this. Yep. And it could be messily. Go right over your nose. Because this is, all we're doing is bronzing.
Okay.
Okay?
Well, why am I doing that when I got this down here?
Because you're watching me.
Okay.
Sorry. So when you're done, you don't need a lot of it. So, because it's not drag makeup, we're just subtle. Okay. So when you're done, that looks good. That looks good. Do you see the difference? Like, okay. So now, let me see this. We're gonna take your contour. We're gonna take a smaller brush, which is gonna be this one. Okay. You want a more precise brush for that. Okay. Okay. So go ahead, take that. All right, so let me get mine here. See how mine is like a gray tone? Always tap it off, because again, you don't want a lot, okay? Right. And we're going to, so I was taught to do it under your cheekbones, but as I age, I'm gonna start doing it on top of my cheekbones. Okay. Because I want to lift my face. So since you want more of a feminine face, you want to lift your face too. So instead of going right here, you're gonna go right here. Okay. Okay? Okay. So you're gonna start right here at your hair. In your hair, okay? That's where most of the product's gonna be. See how I'm doing it? Right here? And you're just gonna go like this. Okay? Just very subtle. And I'm not sure if is it the right color for you? Can you see it? Yeah?
Can I? Is it? I mean, I don't. Let me see.
I don't know if that Kat Von D one is dark. I can see it. Yeah? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because that's all slightly darker. That's the same, yeah. And again, you don't need a lot of it, okay? Okay. Just enough just to make your cheekbones pop out a little bit, okay? That's all we're trying to do. Okay. And you can always grab your brush like this sometimes. I do that to make it more stiff, you know, to get it in the right area, you know? Whatever works for you. I always snap it like that when I'm doing my nose. Your nose, you probably, I don't know, do you want to make your nose smaller or? Yes. Okay.
I would like to know how.
Okay, so same thing. Now you can use this brush here if you're in a hurry, which is what I do, okay? And I will grab a product like this, again, and snatch it like that, okay? And I'm gonna go right down where my eyebrow is, bring it all the way down on both sides. Right up to my eyebrow and then down. And then right across here.
And then?
Here, here, like and then across, yep. Okay. Now, you'll have to figure out what your nose, you know, because your nose is different than mine. So as you play around with contouring, you'll figure it out, like what you want to do with your nose. Okay, and then you're going to take your sponge again, your wet sponge, okay? And you're gonna dip it in the lighter color again. So, just like that.
Okay.
Just dip it in the lighter color. And we're gonna pitch it, okay? And now you're gonna go right down the middle and right on the ends here. And it's gonna look like a lot, okay? But we're gonna brush it away in a little bit. And again, this is not like, you know, going out makeup. This is just gonna be a subtle look for work, okay? You'll take more time when you're doing this to go out to a party. That looks really nice.
It does.
It looks really
nice. I was
nice.
like, what? Okay, nose.
Okay. So we're just gonna leave that. We're gonna leave that mess there for a minute, okay? Because we're just gonna let it kind of bake. Now you can use a lot of bake, or you can use a subtle bake. It's both gonna do the same thing. It's just you're just using more product for no reason at all.
Right.
As long as you use like a wet sponge, like a damp sponge like this is, and press it into your skin, it's gonna look so much better. It's gonna get rid of your pores. You can see it.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Okay, so now we're going to move on to blush. So we can go ahead and take our sponge, our big brush here. We're just gonna wipe this away real quick. Okay.
I'll bet.
Wipe everything away. Just messily wipe it away. Yeah. What do you think? I think it looks very nice. I think it looks so nice.
It's all short.
It really does. Okay, now we're gonna do our blush, okay? Okay, so grab your blush brush. Whatever you want to use for your blush brush. Or whatever brush you're comfortable with. If you want a smaller brush, you can go with something like this.
Okay.
Let's try that.
Okay.
That way it's more precise.
Okay.
Okay. Let me grab it.
What did we say this one was for again?
That's for like stipple. We're gonna use that for when we do highlight or something.
Okay.
We'll see. Okay, so basically you're gonna load your brush, okay? Definitely load it with the color that you want. So you put your contour here, okay? Our blush is gonna start here. So we always start here. We're lifting, okay?
Okay.
We're not gonna bring it to the cheeks.
Okay.
We're just lifting right here. And you can bring it just in a little bit. I'm gonna grab some more of this purple. Because makeup is really just, you know, just to enhance your beauty.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's not really to, I mean, you can be crazy with it, but you don't need to. You don't need to.
Yeah, no, like the whole like face change, all that extra stuff. That's not really what I'm looking for.
Right.
Not at the moment, at least.
And since this has like a glitter in it, you really don't need a highlight because it's already there.
Right.
You know, because again, it's a subtle highlight that you want. If you feel like you have too much powder or anything on your face, then you're gonna want to get some of this.
Okay.
It's from MAC. You can get it from Ulta. They can have little ones that you can get.
Okay.
Okay, close your eyes. And then fan yourself off. Now this is just gonna blend, kind of melt everything together. So just let it melt in there and then you can finish. But I think you're good with the blush and the highlight.
I think so too.
Yeah. All right, so now you can finish off your eyes. So you can do like the eyeliner if you want to do eyeliner, or you can just do mascara. I would just do mascara for you.
Right.
You know? Because you have really, really nice eyelashes. So I would just do mascara. Your eyelash, I'm so jealous of your eyelashes. It's ridiculous.
Thank you.
Your eyelashes look fake. You don't even need to put false eyelashes on. Why do guys always have nicer eyelashes than
I don't know, to be honest.
It's so annoying. It's literally the most annoying thing in the world.
My dad's got like really nice eyelashes too.
Carlos has like extremely long eyelashes. All right, so now you can go on with the lip if you wanted to do a lip. I would do, what I would normally do is just like a lip gloss. Right, you know, for work. Or you can, because people look at me strange if I come in with like a full lip, you know. They really do, like, really, bitch? So, you
have to show us that.
These have lip glosses on the end there. So you can go ahead and use that. So there's an actual lipstick on one side and then there's a lip gloss on the other. So you can use either or if you want to. And they're not as great as everybody said on TikTok, just so you know.
This?
Yeah.
Oh, the next?
I bought them because everybody on TikTok was like, they're so good. No, they're not. They don't last like
Girl, most people getting paid to say stuff like that's not the truth. Oh, this is the best, blah 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 blah.
It's not that great.
No, it's not.
But it's just a shine, you know. I usually use like a flavored chapstick that works. So.
Me too.
But there you go. So what do you think, Chauncey?
I like. I
think it looks very nice.
I like a lot.
Is this something that you would
absolutely
try to do like on your own?
Absolutely.
Of course, you know, we're filming, so it took us like 3 hours to do it.
Right.
You know,
Did it?
But
what time is it?
I don't know. But it's something like this. This right here would take me 10 minutes to do in the morning. 10 minutes. Yeah. Or less. Sometimes Mitch tells me you have 5 minutes, bitch, get ready. You know?
You're like,
I am, and this is what I come up with. You know what I mean? So you can totally do this. The more comfortable you get with yourself, the more you can do it. The faster you'll be able to do it.
Yeah, you know? And see, like I'm trying to be able to do it in like 5 minutes or less.
Yeah, well, you know, because eye blending is going to take you the most, you know, and then your eyebrows again will take you the most, but the face stuff is not going to take you.
Everything else, you did me right. Like we did that, and it wasn't really that hard. When you after this was ridiculous.
It's not like over the top feminine either.
Right.
So it's something that you could wear and feel comfortable that people that are crazy won't be like, this man has makeup on. You know what I mean?
And
it looks very lovely on you, I think. I think it looks really nice. What do you think?
I like it a lot. Thank you so much, Brina.
All right. So guys, we talked about a few different things, but we're just really trying to show Chauncey that he can do just a really nice makeup look on a look at him. On a daily basis without having to go over the top. And I feel like we accomplished that.
I think so. Yeah. I think so for sure.
I think we did. All right.
Oh,
so
I love it.
I'm going to put all of Chauncey's information down at the bottom. So make sure if you want to follow him, see what he does on TikTok. He does some crazy stuff on TikTok. It's really fun to watch and it's interesting. But yeah, he'll have all of his follow stuff down at the bottom. So follow him on everything, all the social media stuff. And then he is supposed to be getting his own YouTube here soon.
Absolutely.
Right. He's going to try to do all that kind of stuff as well. But right now, his most thing is TikTok, right?
Absolutely.
So go follow him on there. Really all right, guys. I will edit this up and put it up. And hopefully you guys love it. Again, I haven't been here forever and I'm sorry. But I'm going to try to get back into filming on a weekly basis if I can. Yeah. So, all right, guys. We'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.